Wait a second. Hold on. Am I live on YouTube? Is Uncle Makara live on YouTube? That's fascinating, isn't it? That's more fascinating than like a National Geographic documentary that you might have watched in the past, but never really understood the whole meaning or the concepts. But now you're back re-listening from a purified new state of consciousness, right? Because this is such a meta experience. So there's got to be a reason why they renamed Facebook as Meta. Okay. Now I'm not just starting that conspiracy, right? That's just where the trail of my consciousness goes, is to be a little bit of a jester about the spiritual path and journey because it's not meant to be serious. Okay. It's not meant to be anything. It unfolds as it should. Right. And so we're just on a ride. You guys get what I mean? We're just on this ride. Hello. What's going on? So these are my predictions, right? For 2025, what's going to happen? What in the world is a Heru consciousness? And why did I title it this? Okay. Number one, there's going to be more truth, more love, and more authenticity. Not for all of us, but the people who recognize the true reality. There's a true invisible reality that exists, like a substrate. You can give it labels and words, oh 5D, oh paradise, oh heaven. I just see it as an extended version, let's just say. Um, a different version of reality without filters, right? Even though there's a massive filter in the background of me, right? So yes, the hippo will get criticized, right? Like um hypocrite. Okay, that was the joke. Um, but yeah, power surge, okay? Tuning in once again, alive, electric, aligned. I woke up feeling on another level today. I was talking to my ancestors, okay? I woke up this morning, I was vibing, right? And then I felt this like deep rootedness in the pulse of nature. And something inside me told me right here, there's no place better, right? There's no place like home, mama. Right? So the matrix, okay, is cracking. The systems running our world are more about control than helping us evolve. We know this, right? We're aware to this, yes? Is it not? Okay, like Sadhguru would say. If they weren't holding us back, humanity would already be doing wild stuff like levitation. No joke, right? Because I'm not capping, okay? Ancient civilizations were on that vibe of like just levitating and shit. But our human comprehension cannot comprehend the system. It is an incomprehensible unit. So when I spit bars, it comes so fluid. Okay? Old school wisdom is back. Ancient teachings, the stuff we forgot about, the stuff we left in libraries and weird dusted shelves, right? Instead of it having being organic, connected to each other, nature, universe. Hey, we're making a comeback though, 2025, right? All the light workers on this planet, the light masters, I should say, the one moving away from the sheep mentality, right? It's spiritual like a boss, right? Civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria had this crazy tech and wisdom, but screwed it all up because they abused their power. So power in the right way. That is the energy that's coming through. I know that I'm the Scorpio. I'm just like, it's coming through like that too. But I understand that we're getting a second chance now to do it right, to do it the right way. You know, when I was in New Zealand with my homies, I suddenly stopped in the middle of this movie, and I said, pause the movie. And I said something like, this time I'm going to do it the right way. Okay. Because I noticed a pattern or a loop that I was stepping into. And I was like, wait a second, I need to zoom out of this. The whole chase money status approval game, it's empty. I've been there, right? It's empty. The real power is about being aligned with your authentic self, right? It's about plugging into this invisible, infinite energy instead of draining your battery, chasing the wrong things. There's a difference to magnetizing wealth and chasing money, right? They're two different things. So we have to level up as a species. I truly believe, and I'm not like speaking on some moral high ground or like trying to take some, upper hand. I'm here evolving with you guys. And the next step to our evolution is activating something called the light body. But don't get tripped up by the term because it's basically you unlocking your fullest potential, right? Put that on the back of a self-help bumper sticker. Okay. You nailed it. Okay. Yeah. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, though. And there is going to be a timeline split. Many people have called this, okay, a thing. It's a big one. It's a big one. Okay. Humanity is heading in two directions. One stays stuck in the old fear-based ways, what they're calling the 3D. Okay. And the other that moves in a higher dimensional vibe, 5D, where connection and harmony rule. Now, listen, both realities will coexist for a while, but eventually, well, there's going to be a separation taking place, right? So, are you in the high vibe tribe? Are you not? Right? Like, just playing around. But forget the old idea of like leaders in suits and ties and shit, right? Because the new leaders are the ones who keep it real. Because they have emotional intelligence, they show up authentically. And if that sounds like you, congratulations. You're ahead of the game, let's just say. The game of consciousness, you're not just a spectator, right? You have a role in all of this. So the more you grow spiritually, you shift your own reality, and then the collective one shifts with you. And it's your vibes decide what kind of world that you will experience. So listen to your body, right? It's not just woo-woo, right? Especially your spine. The spine is like a key part of you anchoring these upgrades, right? Treat it like the sacred temple that it is. Okay. Your journey isn't about being perfect or love and light all the time, 24/7. It's about embracing all of these parts, even the messy parts, even the, parts we learn to deal with and learning to flow with both the ups and the downs. Now, in 2025, there are going to be weird like UFO sighting, like false things like, oh, Scorpio here as well. Fuck yeah. Nice, Anthony. Scorpio gang gang. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to make it all about power, obviously, right? Um, because the economy wasn't really working in the Western world, and now it's probably going to be working again. So there is going to be like maybe an abundance spike of some kind. Um, I think celebrity culture is becoming more about stepping into your own um, celebrity, becoming your own self-empowerment circle. Um, Having a self-empowerment circle. I mean, just people of like minds who have a high level of self-esteem, where they have the resilience and mental toughness to barricade and shield themselves in life. They can be the greatest healers ever, right? And the snake sheds its skin in 2025. So something big, some big change is going to happen, right? Last time this happened is this year of the snake, like the Berlin Wall and then the 9/11, right? Those events. So we have to keep your eyes open. There will be opportunities, great opportunities for us, right? New career, new shift in timelines, right? Different relationship patterns, and not all can be, trusted without discernment, right? Because it is the year of the snake. It's also the year of illusions, but it's also a 9 year, right? 2025 is a 9 year. Nines are about ending. Nine is the dragon energy too. and the major cycle will be over. So we will most definitely experience a shift with this 9 dragon energy and this 5 change energy. We will most likely experience a crack in time and these split polarities happening. Okay. Bees weaving the golden nectar wisdom, trees holding court like elders, right? Breathing in that primal life force. I'm just making fun of this YouTuber, Ralph Smart. Um, Stepping into your power or being living full, right? Communities forming not just online, but in the flesh. This is what I see. Off-grid dreams. Hey, we're turning it into a better reality now, right? We're building tribes. This is a tribe as well, right? So the fake is slowly dissolving, and the real bad ones, right? They're back. We've always been back. We've got a market now, right? Not like, oh, 2025, let's set the 10 best goals and the best plan for this year. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay. But I'm not, my mind doesn't like to go there, let's just say. Okay. I'm just like, I'm gonna wing it and it's gonna be lit, right? Or whatever. Whatever happens, may happens, que sera, sera. I'm not like too attached to it, but I know I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out of every moment because yes, AI, organic beings will diverge. People will choose the synthetic over the sacred. Hey, for life that feels, that creates, that radiates, they might try to flash some shiny tech distractions. We see through that, right? The ones who chose humanity, that's going to be us. The ones who chose humanity, they're going to rise unstoppable. Welcome back to Primal Sutra. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I had an interview with Ralph a while back. I really love that persona. It's fantastic. The world needs more of that, you know? But I guess I chose this boat, so I'm stuck here being the tough love guru instead. Um, Sometimes you need an ancestor to kind of like smack you over the head, be like, hey, boy, pay attention. What are you doing? Like that. So we need somebody like that, right? To like keep us in check, keep us um in our own vibration. Now, just realize how funny the voice sounds. Um, but yeah, I love doing voices, man. It's an incredible way for me to also feel deep empathy as I tap into an accent because I hear the years of programming behind that accent. Does that sound weird? Yeah, it does. Absolutely. But I say weird things and I'm okay with it. I've gone to that point in my life, I'm in my 30s now. I've gone to that point in my life where I can be as weird as I want and I can get away with it. Okay. And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for you meddling kids, right? So that's a Scooby-Doo reference, by the way. And also, Scooby-Doo was a lifesaver to me. Why? How could this fucking dog, right, save your life soon, right? What are you saying? That doesn't make sense, right? Make sense of it, please. All right, all right, all right. You're the captain now, okay? So, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought as I was saying that. Hey, dragon energy, for sure. One thing that I realized is I just want to wake up and start the most important task of my day, right? Fuck this old school like morning routine and then spending all that time doing that and then getting drained and then never really getting the work done, right? I want to wake up feeling in my zone, in my groove within like 2 minutes, yo. I don't need a whole 15 to 20 to, I'm changing this. This is a work in progress, guys. This is what I've realized. is one thing. 2025 is just start, wake up, boom. Most important task, chill, right? Take it easy, breaks, and then work, and then breaks, and then work, and then you find cues to go from more of a yang energy to a more soft, weaving, receptive yin energy. Okay? So it's a balance of both polarities. This is what you're mastering in the Akashic records. I had a little nickname. Okay, one is Demon Slayer, and the other is Master Alchemist. So why do I prefer this to positive psychologist? I know that's my career and okay, occupation or whatever, but why does that resonate so much, right? Because I've noticed this life is all about creation, right? Just creation, like being the causing things to exist, originality. I birthed this thing. This is a fragment of me. My creation is my child, and I shall treat it rightly so. I've discovered checkpoints. Yep. Segment intentions to maintain a vibe, a key, I feel. Yeah, man. Like just weave through the day, trying to maintain one energy, one frequency. I'm going to attune myself today before the channeling into the Seraphim Dragon Soul energies. And what I'm hoping to find is hopefully one of these beings will speak to me, and then I can try an experimental channeling tonight. That's the first instinct or the download that I had received. I don't know if we're going to do that, but I'm just throwing that out there. It might be a possibility. I'll have to see by the end of today. Anything else on 2025? Well, we already know it's a year of shedding skin, transformation, rebirths, right? We get that. So it's really up to you to understand and keep your rhythm. You need like one mantra, at least for this next year, that just keeps your baseline strong. What is your baseline? Your baseline is where you feel most like you, the most natural, the most like I'm just in my living room in front of these complete homies that I know for like 25 years, right? That feeling of natural, that's your baseline. It's where you feel at home, right? It's where you feel safe in your body. That's your baseline. So what I want you to do is for this next year, have a mantra that makes you return to baseline. Like you can press maybe your solar plexus point or your collarbone point or something. And you just say this mantra to tune yourself back into more of this area rather than up in your head. Because if you're up in your head, you're going to get distracted. Million thoughts, right? Just feels clouded. And then your judgments are going to be clouded. Can't make the right decisions if everything is, cloudy. We need the mist to fade, right? In order to see the clarity of the intention. So, yeah, segment intentions to maintain a vibe. And is there anything else? Oh, yeah, the Heru energy thing, right? The Heru energy thing. I think that this is going to be one of the greatest shifts in Heru energy. Now, what is it about Heru energy that I want to speak about? Well, primarily, Heru means the most high. Okay. So Heru means a distance or far from, but Heru's energy initially means the one above, the most high. And so, you know why we salute others, right? In the military, it's because when you look up at something, like let's say aliens or higher self or, something above you, right? Someone taller than you, perhaps like an authority figure, right? All of that is just you. You want to cover, you want to squint your eyes, right? So you're blocking the sun by saluting. Yeah. Yeah. I know if some of you are feeling this down low because I got that resonance too. So this is a blocking of the sun. It's a respect. right? So when you understand that takes a certain level of caliber and gratitude and understanding of human psyche to even get that. So you're always praising Heru if you're praising the Most High anyway. You see, I think people want to overcomplicate it, right? So we're in an era of we're becoming aware of God and God frequency. And there's going to be an awareness of this energy. There will be still fractionation of different concepts and, different people and duality splits and things, especially different organizations, people with hidden agendas that, I mean, this is a year of exposure, right? So it's really about how you clean your vessel is going to be truly important during this time. So keep your vessel, your body, but also your metaphysical body pure, clean. Do the practices that you know work for you and double down on those for this next year. I'm telling you, you got to now start formulating very strong opinions in your own life and move forward as an adult, right? It's time to be like, no, I don't fuck with that cigar, but I know that that one's good. You got to get to the point where you're like, okay, this isn't going to serve me and this option is going to do better for me in this particular scenario, right? And just move, right? So that bold decision-making quality will slowly start to come alive within this next year. Yeah, visibility, exactly. Vitality, self-empowerment, self-actualization, self-realization, right? Totally. Reclaiming our own consciousness to figure out what the planet's baseline is, right? Because planet Earth has a baseline too. And whenever there's a wildfire, it gets stomped out, right? Some aggressive act of violence or ego, it's going to get stomped out. Okay? Karma will play out. So just allow, give space for yourself to heal, but also have compassion for yourselves that are maintaining these memories in such a solemn and bittersweet way. And you are the one that controls the lenses of your perception. That was a big epiphany for me, coming from New Zealand. Real big epiphany. You are the one controlling the goggles, the perception of your life, okay? You know when you feel most at ease, you will be able to become so free in the present moment, just chilling by yourself, a couple of friends, no tension, just ease, right? And ease just reminds me of just this motion. I don't know why, but it's almost like, brushing your shoulders off, right? It's such a whimsical, cocky maneuver to some, but for me, it's actually an anchor. So I just remembered. An anchor, what is an anchor? An anchor is basically an anchor point for a very specific emotional state that I want to tap into, if ever need be. So let's say it's a deep sense of profound gratitude. So every time that I go, 1, 2, 3, I think back to that memory, right? That I'm so grateful for. And I rewire it. And I keep rewiring it daily, right? And now eventually you just don't have to, it's like a Pavlovian conditioning, right? So now you just go and you just feel gratitude. Boom, boom, shakalaka, right? That's the kind of alchemy I'm talking about, right? I'm not talking about you in a lab like, oh, I'm Dexter, boy, genius, right? I did it again, right? Eureka. Then it's not that, right? I'm Dexter, boy genius. I live in the lab with my stupid sister Dee. Oh, do you now, Dexter? Right? What if someone challenged that guy? You know? You ever think of that? um, I learned to love the creatures of the planet. When I went to New Zealand, I saw a lot of birds, different weird kinds of birds, man. I don't know. One had like a multicolored beak. I was like confused for a second. Like, what do you mean, snacking on Pop Rock Skittles or what? But yeah, there were these amazing animals on that land, and I think I swear I saw an emu-like creature at some point. Um, but again, there was a lot of road tripping, right? So there was a lot of just driving around. By the way, the clouds formed into a weird sigil the moment we started to play, like, Valhalla, like Viking music in the car. Oh, right? Like that kind of music. It is incredible. Wow. And like going up to Cape Reinga, that was phenomenal, bro. I felt a shift of like life force energy. I don't know what I felt when I went up there, actually. It's hard to put into words. Like when you have a very spiritual encounter like this, it's difficult to put words on it because then it just loses its meaning. I guess you could just feel the vibration and the energy behind my experience and just learn from that, right? Because really it's about going out of your way to do something when you know it sounds ridiculous to the outside world. However, you know it's going to expand your spiritual path to an utmost pinnacle moment. And it did that because we set the intention and the container for it. And that's a beautiful art of understanding thyself. You get me. You feel me. Okay. So the matrix is cracking. Let's learn from the past. Real power is within. New leadership. You got to listen to your body. Look at the big picture. Hey, we need more conscious leaders, man. Okay. We need more conscious leaders with integrity, leaders who lead from heart, actually, right? But strong, right? Like sharp caliber, strong. The spiritual world. Oh, right. This is the cocky shaman archetype. I'm going to tap in. The spiritual world. Hmm. That's not even gymnastics to me. It's just a little a flea. Not quite comprehensible as a flea either. Right? Like that energy of just like, what the? Huh? You said what now? Right? But it's just that maintenance of that sovereignty, right? It's like, I've come back home. I've come back home. This is my throne now, baby. That's the energy. Oof. If we could put that into a crystal and sell it, we'd be millionaires. Okay. That's the epiphany that I just received. Right. And now what you do with that is completely up to you. But give me 25%. Okay. Just like around. Oh man, it's fun. It's fun to do these lives. Do you guys have any questions or anything about that you want to know about 2025 or anything around technology or activating Heru consciousness or what's coming up for you? It could be, or I'll just take any final questions now as I wrap up. Okay, guys, because I gotta head to worky work. By the way, I knew that there was like a weird Atlantis symbolism or thing happening because I've always had this conch shell. I never really knew what this was for, other than the fact that it reminded me of Atlantis. Good question about work. Mm, shoot. Full power. Full power. What do you want to know about work specifically, Mathis? Um, Work in general, what is work? That's true. Because work implies it's exertion, right? Work implies that you're working, whereas, yeah, you could use different words. But what about work? I think the occupation that you have, whoever you are listening to this, is going to change in 2025, without a doubt. You're going to get better work opportunities. We always work and we always have to work, even after death. Like doing, yeah. Mm. I think I read those in the wrong order, but yeah. Um, Work, 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 and it's a million, you know. But work can be play. You know, work can be enjoyable if you love your work. That's a blessing. That's uh that's a powerful thing to be grateful for because not trust me, years of being a life coach and just seeing people's struggles, yeah, it's the most infuriating thing that I've noticed have gone under people's skin. It's just like work, office level, like politics and weird stuff, like shady shit, you know? It's too common in certain sessions that I've understood. So maybe it's more of a consciousness thing about work consciousness. What does it mean to work, right? Because I think that's a beautiful exploration. Doing state of being, no wordplay. Then politics. The doing depending on your baseline being state, embrace it. Embrace it. Just face it. So you see that the fucking TikToks are in my head, bro, you know? The songs and shit. Like they're just in your consciousness at times. It's like some after a while, I'm just like speaking memes, right? And the regurgitation of them actually reminds me that it's a vibe maintenance thing, which is dope. Actually, that's lit. If that's my self-soothing mechanism, that's actually super fly, right? All right. So, any questions on work or doing depending on your baseline being state? Yeah. So, doing aligned, right? That's basically what that means. Doing aligned, like taking action that is in your highest good and purpose, right? Yeah. Gotta sacrifice. Gotta sacrifice. Babe's right. It's not easy being this cheesy. For real though. Keep the spiritual memes from thousands of years ago alive in the present. Yes. Yes, let's be the walking meme cultures, right? Oh, that's beautiful. Walking Petri dishes. Oh man, where do I think of this stuff? These are just downloads, right? Hidden installments of radiant fury, of righteous justice, of ferocious adaptability, right? When Bruce Lee said, be like water, and he's talking about honest expression, it's really about that and not holding yourself back. Like I could just be holding myself back. Like maybe I don't know, should I take these off? Is this too pretentious to wear? Perhaps I should I don't know. This is a bit too big for me. It doesn't really go with the shirt. What are you doing, man? Enjoy your existence, enjoy your life. Stop the nitpicky criticism about thyself, because thyself deserves way more love than it ever deserved. It deserves all your love this very moment. You can actually give yourself love right now. Woo, that feels good, right? Just tell yourself, look up at your third eye and see your higher self peering back, and just tell yourself, I love you no matter what. I love you no matter what, right? Just tell yourself that unconditional love. Let's feel it. Let's feel it together. There's how many people are there here? There's like 5 people watching right now. We're all tapped into this vibration right now. Okay? I love you no matter what. I love you no matter what. Woo! Vibe shift. Okay, we all did it. You saw it. It was live. Hey, we have it documented. There's footage on YouTube documented. So it must be real. uh, okay. Getting a fresh haircut, then work. Love my clients. All of them pay and are grateful. Getting my lessons in. Nice, man. Oh, that's so sweet. The girl says, you made me love myself. I'm so grateful. Thank you, my love. Fuck yeah. I love you, babe. How long has it been? A month? Man, I really see a future with this girl. Wild. It's wild how we met on Monkey too. That's such a wild thing, huh? These things happen. You get divine reflection showing up on your journey. And I'm so glad that it did. So glad that it did. This journey isn't just about understanding someone else. It's also about being revealed, what's being revealed, right? It's an unfoldment. So I don't know about you, but I don't unfold in a very scattered way. I don't like to unfold like that. I don't even know what the word unfold means in this context, but maybe we can use our spiritual third eyes to, um, try to understand it. The best things come unexpectedly. Absolutely. Absolute curveballs that life gives you. It's powerful. It's powerful. But this is how priest or priestess beasts are made, is through the water and the fire, through the transformation and through the nurturing, right? Both of them start to unify when they understand that they are mirrors of one truth, one cosmic light. The life force that has always been there from Andromeda and beyond. I'm not going to say more about that. Okay, zip. Okay, but you heard the words Andromeda, and I'm going to stop there with that. However, what I do want to say is there's a beautiful journey that is about to unfold in 2025, and I can just feel it. Because ultimately, we know how we know how radiant we have been, right? We know how much we just glowed in certain moments in our life, like the peak experiences, when we got a pat on the back or some acknowledgement from someone or some level of deep respect that we felt in that moment, right? And these conversations, they just unfold and they bond each other like tribal cultures, right? The bond over compassionate concepts and ideas that come together and mix, and they're harmonious. There's no discord. Okay. Though I might have a Discord in the future, but I'm talking about the app. Um, but the word discord comes from discordia, which is the opposite of harmony or harmonia. Harmonia is one of the certain beings that I've connected with in the past, and that energy is basically it's an attunement energy towards harmony. So it creates harmony. And so the first thing that you feel when you feel harmony is this like this energy of like a waterfall energy coming down like this, and then just it's just becoming larger, right? So yeah, I don't know why I said it like that, but irregardless. Let's get back to the topic of predictions. Okay. Any more predictions is it's 11/11 for you. Oh, here we go. New timeline shift. Gotta get a lot. Put seatbelts on. Fuck. Where's my wallet? Where the fuck is my wallet? Where are my car keys at, man? Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're in hyperdrive. So let's start to understand how our imagination, our images that we create in our minds can actually bring about a physical manifestation in our present reality. Okay. This happens because we're tapping into a specific signature. Okay. A lot of people might think of it as a group entity, right? So a group entity would be like a group consciousness, right? So many like minds, let's say that you're a fan of like Pokemon, right? Pocket monsters. You're a fan of Pokemon. It sounds weird to say that. Okay, I'm gonna say Pokemon from now on. Um, yeah, those who have a dirty mind, you know what I'm talking about. So Pokemon, let's say you're a fan of Pokemon, right? Now you're gonna outcast all of those people that don't know what Pokemon is or what it even means or what's the purpose of these dinosaurs and monster things, right? As your parents would probably look at them and say, like what? Like why is a squeegee thing coming out of its side like that, son? Right? But you can't explain because it's like your state of consciousness is so preoccupied with like the plot twists of it or like some kind of like character analysis thing you're doing or like you're so involved in your own world with the show that their preoccupation doesn't even bother you, right? It's just like, yeah, whatever, mate, right? And I think that energy of just being able to be in your own energy field, like an artist is in their energy field when they're creating, when they're drawing something, right? They're really refining themselves. They're finding that image in the mind and they're reproducing it through their fingers, right? So if you, I keep seeing so many double entendres for no reason. Um, if you understand that the next year is going to be a snake year, and that means it's going to be about loyalty. It's going to be about what? So many different things. Let's see, snake traits. Um, okay, let's see all of their traits. Deep thinkers, okay? Charismatic, loyal and caring, determined, mysterious, keeps things private. Am I describing myself? What the fuck's going on here? Good at understanding others, right? Strong intuition, adaptable. Holy shit. Am I a snake, guys? Like, what's? I thought I was a fucking rooster. Well, actually, let me just see what are the rooster traits. Rooster and Marare. Okay. What's okay, hardworking, I guess. Yeah. Okay, confident. Okay, yeah. Great performers. Okay, yeah, selfish and outspoken. I guess so. My ego's like, yeah, yeah, but fuck you, too that. Like it becomes a fucking guy from the Bronx when it gets offended. Like, what's going on there, bro? Right? Calm yourself. So roosters can be critical up to a point of brutality. They love to argue in debate. Gotta go. See you soon. Zoom. Peace. Much love. Peace, Mathis. You are chicken. Yeah, because I eat lots of chicken. That's why I am. You are chicken. I'm a rooster. I'm a. I'm not gonna say that word on YouTube. There might be people watching. Um, but you guys know what I mean. That word, that bad word that you're not supposed to say, creatine. But yeah, basically, if you're thinking about living off grid, you will probably find a way to do it. So that's the power of the imagination, right? Is if you have it in your mind and you let it marinate, you ruminate on it, you munch on it, right? The om nom nom meme, that's it. You're munching on it. That's it. You're just munching on an idea, consciousness idea. Soon enough, it's so thought formed, right? It's so in its density that peace out, bro. So in its density that you understand that it's not tangible enough, right? It's not mutable in any way. So the image that you create in your mind, sometimes other people want to, what they do is they implant images. Okay. So I mean, if you can take over social media and make memes to support a propaganda or a cause, oh snap, you know? Well, I'm a bitch, Virgo and dog. I'm a bitch. Hey, what's that book? Was there a book like Why Men Love Bitches? Or something like that. There's so many bizarre dating books. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Who the fuck says that? Right? Let's just make humans less human to help us understand our humanity. What are you doing, man, John Gray? Okay. Now I give that book still as a reference to my clients, and you should read it. If I give it to you and it's in your email, in your mailbox, it's good to read it. It's probably I said it in reference to something or something that you need to work on or work through. And it's completely normal to have it. But just like these titles, man, right? You know, if you're gonna make a relationship book, you might as well, and yeah, and the romance books too. Okay, come up with more creative titles. Okay, I see too many man from the wild or like you know, secret erotic adventure novel, right? Like, what are you talking about? Right? I want to get my mentality tickled. I don't want it to have to, sign up for a subscription to something that does not subscribe to what I subscribe to. Woo! Dang. That's a part of my medicine, babe. You see, is to confuse people. It's just a part of it. It's just a part of it. Confusion leads to realization. It's absolutely fine for us to be confused next year in 2025 because it's a time of transmutation, change, right? Different things happening. So you might as well just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself, right? Just do it, like Nike said. Like Nike said. Okay? Nike once said that, didn't they? Was it the goddess Nike? I'm not too sure if she said it. But hey, it's an egregore forward, probably, right? Egregore. Yes, you're right. Love you. uh, feel that warm. All those horse, that's my girl. Uh, big ego flex, man. Big man thing. All right, so I love this. This is so funny. Um, this is incredible. This whole download, this conversation, my predictions for the next year. I think we've come to a point where, yeah, very interesting. Yes, breakdown equal breakthrough. Breakdown to breakthrough. Yep. Because when you're breaking down, you're taking steps below the ladder. You're like coming down off of something, right? But then when you break through, you are committing to this certain path, you know. Now you sound like an African. Your girl is cute, says Andrea. Okay. You see, she cares for me. You just deleted her message too. So cute. I'm gonna end soon, babe. I accidentally deleted it. Okay, okay, so she meant it. You meant to send it. All right, so that's funny. All right, guys. So I'm gonna tap out. Any other final questions? Breakdown, breakthrough. Let me actually see if anything's coming up in terms of that. So making sense of the broken pieces, right? So if the piece doesn't make sense, you can't find a proper clarity to fit it with another piece. You see? So yeah, um, it's super powerful when we understand what's really going on, not just what people say are going on about a situation, but what's really going on underneath the surface. And if you have enough patience and determinedness, is that a word? Determinedness? I don't know. Me and my babe are creating random words all the time, right? Different neologisms. Can I share the one that you shared, babe? Of courseable, right? Of courseable. Like, of courseable is such a powerful word that I feel like it should be in all our vocabulary. Actually, flowcabularies, because I've been talking about flow since the beginning of time or something, right? The land before time. We're lucky to find each other. Love is amazing. God is amazing. Of courseable. Yeah, yeah. Of courseable. Of courseable. It's perfect. It's like a chef's kiss. So yeah, all these codes from Heru and Atlantis will come through. You got to observe it. You just got to know what's happening with this energy for Gaia, for life that emanates. It will reveal the codes. it will reveal the codes. All right, guys. Peace out. Much love. Happy New Year in advance. Okay. I see you. Happy Black Moon. The Black Moon means like it's the second time we have a moon in a month. So that's what it means, and apparently it's tonight. So there's going to be rebirth transformation there, breakthrough, breakdown to breakthrough. Let's get it. And yeah, of course, let's go. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. Hit that like and subscribe button, share this with a friend. And if you want to, you can also join the tribe on Telegram where we, you know, talk it out, and you can join some of the free events that we're doing. I'm doing one tonight as well. I'm channeling specific being, possibly a Seraphim Dragon Soul. We're gonna see. Let's get it. Peace. I had to work.